The coalition of Niger Delta civil society organization has called on the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration to review upward the budget allocation for the Federal Ministry of Niger Delta Development. The group said the Niger Delta region produces the highest revenue for the nation and as such should have an increment in the budgetary allocation. The group made the call while briefing journalists in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. National president of the group, Comrade Okwama Joseph, said it is only fair and according to the principles of justice and fairness to increase the allocation of the Federal Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs Development.
As a major stakeholder in the region, we observe that the budget of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development is inadequate and nothing to write home about. Therefore, we are using this medium to humbly appeal. Please, the media, I want you to underline that word, humbly appeal. We are not here to agitate. We are not here to force the National Assembly. We are not here to force Mr. President to do the needful. But we are here to appeal for them to look inward for the poor budgetary allocation of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development. Appeal to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives to please use your good offices to look into the issue of the poor budget of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development for the purpose of meeting up its mandate of addressing the critical environmental challenges. 1. 2. Bridge the infrastructural development gap and engagement of youth empowerment in the region. These three things we are talking about are the major mandate of the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs. Okay? 1 is to bridge the gap, the gap of infrastructural development. And 2 is to talk about the environmental challenges because the oil comes from the region. Imagine where they are exploiting oil. There are a lot of what we call hazards. And these hazards are causing a lot of different harmful. Do you understand what I mean? It might be our animals, our fish, our rivers. And thirdly, youth empowerment. Because if the youth in the Niger Delta are being empowered, it will drastically reduce the issue of the agitation or social violence we are hearing in the Niger Delta. So we are appealing to the President and the Senate President and the Speaker to look inward, because without money, how can the ministry achieve the mandate of the ministry? It can't possible.
Other members of the coalition said, should the budget allocation be increased in the Niger Delta Ministry, more development will be brought to the region, and as such, the oil bunkering and other criminal activities in the region will be stopped. They also raised concern among other issues.
The oil is from us and it's our people that is cheating on us. That is why those youths are there. How can you be a youth after going to school? Your parents will train you and you will still come up looking at your mother. After spending years in the university, that woman is still wearing that same clothes. How do you feel? And you have children, you have kids, you have wife. What do you want them to do? Mr. President should come up and do something. But thank God that the oil bunkering has even coming down. Because the boys, they sat down, people like us, we are us ex-agitators, we sat down and we just spoke to ourselves. This is not the right way to go. We should come down and dialogue. And dialogue is the only way to do it. So we are agitating the governors of the Niger Delta. Let the president call them in order. Let them use our money for the reason why the money is given to them. If you go to Niger Delta, the federal roads is nothing to write home about. Go to there, if it's only few states, underline, few states that perform. So we are pleading that let the government come close to us, we'll come close to them. And we believe in this Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will deliver 100%. Issue of bunkering is no more. Thank you all.
The singular reason why we want the federal government to increase the budget of the Ministry of Niger Delta is because the Niger Delta as a whole is the area that contributed most of the budget, most of the finance that they are using in running this country. So for that reason, we are appealing to the minister, we are appealing to the president, and we are appealing to the Senate and the members that are representing us in the Niger Delta to look inward and look, check the benefits that the people of the region will achieve if the budget of the ministry is increased.
One of the states in the Niger Delta region is bigger than Niger. Now we are talking about the development. Please, I want to surprise you. Do you know how much they are giving to the Ministry of Niger Delta? Just 10 billion. I put it in this speech that 1 kilometer of road, if you are constructing a kilometer road in Niger Delta, you cannot use it to compare 1 kilometer road in Zafara. We have to tell ourselves the truth. Do you understand? Because the terrain is bad. It's not our fault to come from the Niger Delta region. Now we are even talking about flood, ravaging, whatever. The Niger Delta region is the most affected area. Why? Because we are living close to the shore. If they release water in the Cameroon, in Gabon, the first place it affected is the Niger Delta region. So the money they are giving to the ministry is too poor. It's too poor.
This is the first time a civil society group is advocating for increment of the budget of the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs Development. Emmanuel Onu, News 24.
Asawana.